Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Garrity. Eric said he didn't know who Pee Wee Longway was.
I don't know.
Shout out to Eric. But
are we on?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. So
We're live. Back in the spot. Ow. It's been like a month.
month, 2 months? I don't know.
Month and a half, probably. I think it was a month since my Duffy podcast, between that one and the last podcast.
I was like right before.
So you were like a week before that, so a little bit over a month. What you been up to, bro?
Just chilling. Same thing. Working out exponentially harder than usual, perhaps.
Why?
Just I don't know. Like I felt like I reached like not like the pinnacle of where I'm at, but it was just like a long stretch of doing like the same shit. So I was like, I gotta do more.
Were you seeing no gains, or?
It was not no gains. It was just staying stagnant. So I guess so, but like it didn't go down. But like
you didn't feel like you could see any physical gains, like
yeah,
when you're looking in the mirror, kind of thing.
Yeah. And I was still trying to like eat just as good, but
you've always been really good about eating. One thing I've like kind of envied about you, you have a good self-control for not eating things. It's less about like,
of course,
I less envy what you eat and like you eating healthily. What the fuck you got going on here?
I'm cracking my knees,
You
bro. I got these old bones, man.
Looking like a dog in water.
It's fucking stupid.
No, I always envied not necessarily what you ate. The stuff that you ate looked good. It was always healthy. But I always envied the way that you had self-control to deny foods that you knew weren't good for you.
It started after, because I never had that, but then like I tried shrooms, and then like I stopped eating meat for a while, which I think is stupid now. But like that's where it started, because I gained.
Were you just sketched out by meat, or like did you just not think that should be like consumed by a human?
I thought the government's putting chemicals in our meat. My kid's gonna be all kinds of messed up. But like it depends on like what you eat, I guess.
It is. It all depends.
Yeah, I was very.
I get sketched out by like I eat meat every night, and I still get sketched out. But pause.
Every night, bro. Right behind that curtain, bro.
Pause. Pause for you.
What do you mean?
You just took it to a different direction. You pointed towards my bed, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's where you eat the meat, bro.
I eat meat for dinner.
He goes to Arby's every night.
No, I go to Arby's.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
I've
cup.
Me and Ethan had real Arby's in.
I've never had
New Mexico.
Arby's. New Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
It was sloppy.
Better Call Saul. People think it's not as good as Breaking Bad, but I think it's just as good.
I never could get into it because it was like
too close to home.
Yeah, because I've already told you before.
Do you know the streets, like Albuquerque?
I don't know the streets. I've been there 3 times in my life, but it's more of like the fact that like I get the way that show makes you kind of feel is the way I feel when I'm in Albuquerque. Awesome. No.
Feels like darkness,
bro. It induces like a Leviticus darkness feeling on me. No, it does. Like the way everyone says you can feel uncut gems.
I guess
the stress of it.
Yeah.
Like I feel the like the ghetto, like the yeah. No, Mexico. Seriously, no. And it was like a mixture of that and also like I was never like in like a crack den with my mom, but like I'd been in some like sketchy, weird houses, and like there were certain episodes of that show when I started watching it, like the one where Jesse's with that kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's the one with the kid.
Yeah, and he's at that house. Is like it was never that bad, but I remember watching that episode then when I was in it at like some random dude's house who I barely know, and like my mom's like, now we're living there kind of thing for like the last week or whatever. I remember watching it being like, oh fuck. Like, you know, I'm that kid. Like making that realization like then, like at a young age.
He wasn't aware. You were at least like aware.
Well, yeah, the kid was like 3. I was like 11, 10. But like,
no, I think he was like
he was probably like 5,
he was closer
6.
to like 6, 7. But like he was like he had issues and he couldn't talk.
No, yeah.
So it made him appear younger.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And he wasn't taught things.
But yeah, no, even not like past just that one thing that like kind of put me off from the show. It's just like the general vibe when I'm in Albuquerque is like very similar to what I experienced while watching the show, and I don't like it. It makes me feel funny. I don't know.
Fuck, interesting.
I get really I don't know. You ever seen True Detective?
No.
Watch that shit when you get home.
Interesting.
Swear to God. But you got Max?
I got everything.
Okay. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I got that.
Shout
out
season,
to The Sopranos. Shout out Larry David.
We got to somehow remember what we were talking about at the beginning after I say this to bring it back because we went way off track. But True Detective, it's on Max. Every season's a different story. And it's supposed to be like a true crime, like detective show. First season is Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey are the two stars.
Oh, like, are those criminals?
No,
those Boston
they're
criminals?
the two detectives. And it is like the best show on TV.
Matthew McConaughey is not from Boston. He's from Texas.
He's from Texas.
They're both thinking about Matt Damon. That's probably who I was thinking.
Yeah, Matt Damon. Woody Harrelson, I think, is from Texas too. Who I just saw a movie. I saw Deep Breath, Pause, with him, and it was good.
Woody Allen was an incest pedophile. He was an incestual pedophile.
He is not Woody Harrelson. What were we talking about when we started this podcast?
No idea.
God damn it, we're way off.
I was talking about fucking New Mexico.
Oh, you're talking about gains and such.
Oh yeah, I was working out.
Yeah, still with the JC Fit. Still doing.
No, I stopped that like a while ago.
Okay.
Like maybe like at the beginning of the summer, I stopped that, and I've just like continued on the same regimen.
Okay, where am I getting a call from? From Jackson. I'm going to decline your call, Smitty, but I will remind myself in an hour to text you back because I'm in the middle of a podcast. Thank you.
Thank you for your call.
I appreciate
Thank you.
I appreciate your call. I love the kid. I love him.
Nobody loves Jackson more than me.
But I always see you posting like it.
Everyone tells me.
I always see on your stories and shit. You still tag him when like you post. Like,
yeah, because he's responsible for all of this.
But like you're still not. Are you still following the regimen he gave you?
Yeah.
Just not.
Yeah, the same workouts and shit.
Yeah.
Trying to eat the same. Yeah. It's like basically all the same except I'm not under JC Fit. But he should sponsor me and give me things.
What kind of thing?
T-shirts, or if he makes T-shirts, I don't know.
I don't think he's got merch out, does he?
Dude, he should. I was telling him to. I was like, you need merch.
It seems like he's doing a cool journey with Angus.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Good for him, bro. That's awesome. I'd love to have him and Angus on and talk about it. That'd be sick.
Yeah, bro.
Coordinate that for you. Help coordinate that for me.
Dude, speaking of Angus, I grouped them two together because we had a lot of chuckles back in the day. But Angus and Brody Tapley, have you seen Brody Tapley? Dude, he's like, no, like I just saw him out in the wild. He's like 6 foot something. He's like a total different being. Like he had a growth spurt like at like Dennis Rodman age. Like Dennis Rodman had a growth spurt in college.
Yeah, I know.
And so did Brody Tapley.
At like East Mississippi State or something like that.
Dude, he's like he does not look the same.
No, I have not seen Brody Tapley.
That's your fault. That sounds like a you problem.
I mean that with like no offense. I've never been close with Brody Tapley.
Dude,
I just haven't seen him.
We just had some chuckles back in the day, bro.
Yeah, I don't
lacrosse.
know. You were in
lacrosse
you
and
played
foosball.
lacrosse. Yeah, I didn't play lacrosse and I didn't play football. So I played golf and I played baseball.
Golf wang.
I tried playing on the football team.
Dude, you see Tyler?
And MIA denied me.
Tyler, the Creator, was hanging out with TSF the other day, like Sauce Walker and Peso.
TSF?
That's Sauce Walker's shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sauce Walker and Peso are in a group together?
Oh, yeah. No,
what?
Peso got put on by Sauce Walker. He's TSF as fuck.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Dude, TSF.
You're speaking some booty ass cheeks language to me.
Well, I was going to say YSL, but they've always had beef, YSL and TSF.
What does TSF stand for? Something you can't say?
No. I'm not sure.
There's no N in that one.
No. I'm assuming Texas, Sauce.
Peso. Yeah, he's definitely Texas. They're Mexican.
Yeah, but
what about OT,
I don't know what TSF's.
Or not OT the real, Mexican OT. C and TSF.
Yeah, Mexican the real. OT the Mexican. No,
Mexican the real would be the real Mexican. That'd be such a good rapper name.
He's not TSF, but they've hung out in East Texas as fuck.
East Texas as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Is that what it stands for?
No, look up what I don't know. I've been a big fan of Mr. Waka for years. I'm not too sure what TSF stands for. I just know you gotta get it tatted on your face. What does it mean?
It stands for the selected few. Or
that's make believe to avoid the RICO.
I don't know. There's a couple of them. Tons per square foot. That'd be a cool name.
Yeah.
Just referring to. I remember Benny the Butcher said some line like,
Yeah, truly
I could fit a whale in a big sedan. He's talking about how much weight he could fit into, how much coke he could fit into a sedan, as much as a whale weighs.
How much does a whale weigh?
That's a good question.
That's a lot of coke.
What does a whale weigh? I mean, I'm sure it was an exaggeration.
You never know with these hip hop artists. They're doing bad things, going to prison.
Anything from 200,000 to 300,000 pounds.
That's a lot of
200 tons.
That's so much.
Benny the Butcher could move 400,000 pounds of coke
yes, in
a big sedan.
Yeah, Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's referring to.
From
a large sedan.
From Buffalo to Cleveland.
I could fit 200 tons of coke into a small sedan and commit interstate felonies.
Yeah, bro. Stick it inside the car, inside the tires.
Yeah.
Dude.
Who needs a cabin filter?
Not Benny the Butcher.
It's just blowing coke.
Yeah. It's in the vents.
Well, yeah, I think like I know jack shit about cars. Anyone knows shit about cars? I think I'm a retard, but in my glove compartment, I think most people have it under their hood, but you have like a cabin filter, so it's like the filter that
you know what that is.
So like, it's nothing crazy. It's just like the air that's coming in, that's blowing in through the like AC that's going into your car goes to like a filter before it gets to your
to
thing.
make sure
exactly.
It's
so
not
it's like
stupid.
Yeah, to make sure it doesn't have fucking whatever it has in it. I don't know, bad shit and
fucking
toxins,
mRNA from
Bill
Gates,
break dust and shit. But
shit.
And whatever. Obviously, the better the filter, the cleaner the air is coming in. Blah 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 blah. But if you put a brick into where that's supposed to go, I think that it's just gonna blow coke.
Yeah.
In through the vents.
But you'll stay awake and you'll make the drive. You'll be all right. Yeah.
Just driving fucking Hunter S. Thompson. You're just out here fucking...
Just doing bad things.
Just doing bad things.
Just doing drugs and...
Just off of...
monkeys.
Ether.
Yeah.
Hey! Don't tell me you don't go there either.
That poor guy.
I forget what he says. He walks into the... I watched an interview of him the other day. He walks into Rolling Loud. He just sprays the head editor with the fire extinguisher when he walks in. He's like... Psh.
Hunter S. Thompson?
Yeah.
At Rolling Loud?
Oh, no, sorry. Rolling Loud. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Rolling Stone.
Woodstocker?
Rolling Stone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they were the people
He was there with Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
So he's opium as fuck. He came back.
He's there with Netspend.
Yeah.
Who I've never listened to a song of.
Never. Like, I've heard his name.
I've heard of his name, and I wouldn't be able to... I don't know. He kind of looks like Matt Ox to me.
Good.
Yeah. Good. That's what we need. We need more net spends and more Matt Oxes.
We went to school with a couple Matt Oxes and net spends.
Yeah, we did. And they're prevailing.
Really?
They're doing really well.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm sure they're doing great. Oh my god. Oh. No one's doing as good as them.
As I heard through the windmill.
The rumor mill.
I heard through the grapevine at the gas station.
Yeah, I heard
that they're doing real well. The Matt Oxes and net spends of the world. Man, sometimes, man. What was I looking up? That have you ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the movie?
No.
You should watch it sometime. It's probably won't be as enjoyable if you're not like...
I've seen like documentaries of him on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean those are great.
Yeah.
That's probably... I mean, I wouldn't say that's most information you need. It's like one of those things where they're like clearly crazy, but like their work is so good, you don't know whether to like idolize this person or not, kind of dealio. It's like, was this person
like Kanye West?
Yeah, like Kanye West.
He's like a black Kanye West.
He's like, no, he's not as bad as Kanye West.
He's not as black.
No, it's not what I said.
Oh,
I said he's not as bad.
No, I know. I was goofing off.
I think that Hunter S. Thompson was more choice with his words. I think
he thought about his actions.
he
thought before he acted.
He politically cared. I wouldn't say less.
Johnny Depp never betrayed him. You see?
Did Johnny Depp betray Kanye West?
I don't know. No, but I was gonna say the other day he put out a list of like he's like, I'm in pain, no one can fix this, and then he gave out a list of people who betrayed him.
Johnny Depp was on the list.
No. But him and Johnny Depp,
my whole family,
Hunter and Johnny Depp were friends.
Yeah.
And they never betrayed each other. But yeah, Kanye, my own kids.
Yeah, my whole family.
Playboy Cardi betrayed me. Travis Scott betrayed me. Big Sean betrayed me.
I saw him doing shit with that crazy white supremacist kid. I don't know what the fuck his
Nick
name
Fuentes?
is. Yeah, that fucking kid, bro. Yeah. He was doing shit with him, and I was like,
eventually
oh,
he will betray Kanye West.
Yeah. Just a long line of betrayal.
Dude, he said Virgil betrayed me.
Yeah.
he died. That was betrayal.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's on one right now.
What else is new?
It's very true.
It's boring at this point.
It has gotten boring.
Next.
Nick.
Swastika chain, next.
Yeah, that is crazy, dude.
Yeah,
he's
bro.
just like I don't know. I remember at one point in time, like the first couple was like, oh, he's just like being sarcastic and saying whatever he wants and proving he can say like crazy. And then I was like, oh, he's like really in on this thing.
No, he's really into it.
And I was like, either he's like, which I'm leaning towards. I think he really believes it. or he's really in on the bit.
Yeah, he's like a really good comedian. He's
a method actor.
Yeah. Nah, he's
No, I'm starting to think he's 100% in on
Black Hebrew Israelite. Those bastards.
I'm starting to think it may not be a joke.
Yeah. Starting to take into consideration the fact that Kanye might not be joking.
I don't think he's playing around.
Oh my god! Speaking of celebrities, crazy. Did you see Conor McGregor?
No, I haven't.
He's officially announced that he will be running for the president of Ireland, and their election is 2025, November 2025. So it's coming up soon, and he's a god out there, so I think he has a chance. And that would just be so fucking hilarious.
So this year he has a chance to become the president of Ireland.
He could become a politician. Yeah, bro.
Dude, that's ridiculous. Oh my god. He's a cokehead.
Dude, yeah, and dude.
I guess so are all the other politicians, probably. You're right.
Dude, but they could
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I love the dude as a fighter back in the day, but he's on one.
Dude, he will make Ireland great again. They'll take back everything that England stole from them. Dude, oh my god. Potatoes and beer for everyone, bro. It would be crazy. Everybody will be like any boy starting age 6, you train to fight. And then hell yeah, bro. Conor McGregor for president, Ireland. I'll go there if he becomes the president.
I'd go.
I'll be like, what's up?
I've never I wouldn't say I've not been interested, because that's not true, but like it's never been like a
it's never been on my list.
Yeah, it wasn't like a let's go to Ireland.
So this.
Yeah, a lot of people have, and it looks great. It seems like everybody I've heard has a great time, but on my list are like tropical shit. I'm trying to go someplace that's warm.
Yeah.
We live in a fucking
fuck this
shitty rainy
fuck this weather.
Yeah, man. Today was just dreary.
It was windy. It was fucked up.
Sometimes I just am thankful I don't work outside.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Imagine working outside all this time.
Fuck no.
One time I was drunk at a basketball game, and some guy was trying to fight.
Story of my life.
It was a high school game.
I was on acid. It was a high
school girls JV game.
It was a girls JV game. Me and Robert Kelly. not
R.
Kelly.
But anyways, I was at it was a Celtics game.
It was me, Michael Jackson, and
R. Kelly. A couple of the boys, and I wasn't drunk, but I was, I had a few drinks. We were having a night out, and
swag.
Some guy started beefing with Mario.
Oh.
And then he came up to me after and said some shit, and he was trying to be cool with us, and I was like, stop trying to be cool. I was like, it's all good. Have a good night. And I walked away. And then he kept chirping. And I never realized how much it must suck to work outside during the winter because I'd never done it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said it, but I remember turning around being like, dude, buddy, relax. It's Tuesday. Like, you got 3 more days of working outside.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Calm the fuck down. And he lost it.
Because he works outside.
He must have worked outside, dude. He must have worked outside because he lost it. He came up to me. It was honestly one of the toughest things anyone's ever said, and it was like kind of gay.
I will rape you.
No, he got up in my face.
Mike Tyson say, "I'll rape you. I'll eat your babies, rape them in front of you."
I think he said, "I'll fuck you in your asshole, white boy."
Yeah.
Fuck you in your ass.
I'll fuck you. I'll fuck you.
I'll eat your fucking children. I'll eat your heart out.
I'll eat babies. I'm a Democrat.
No, but fuck, now I lost my train of thought.
I'm a Democrat. I eat babies.
No, the guy came up to me and he said, he's like, "You soft, you sweet, you a bitch. I'll kiss you." And he went like, and then he went to punch me right after. It was like a distraction. And I just dodged him. I was like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Those gay distractions.
Yeah. It was just some weird homosexual distraction, and it was a homoerotic distraction. Just trying to get my mind off things. And he missed, and then Lewis got him. Lewis was like, "What the fuck you doing?" He kind of pushed him, and then luckily we didn't get thrown out because I was like, I'm not gonna fight this dude in the garden and get thrown out of the garden. I've talked about it before.
Speaking of Madison Square, or
no, this is the garden, TD Garden.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden, did you see Tracy Morgan?
You throwing up?
Yeah, his Illuminati humiliation ritual.
What?
Yeah, bro. Because they thought it was a health scare, but nah, he just had food poisoning. I think the higher up set him up. Now he's gonna have the greatest, most successful special.
Well, no, now he's ready to sue.
Yeah.
No, he's been looking for another handout. He saw some whole food waiting. He said, "I'm gonna take those, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be throwing up in front of everybody. I'm gonna have a lawsuit, another one. I've been waiting for this." I said, "Shut the fuck up, Al, and keep bagging up."
Yeah, bro. Dude, shout out Tracy Morgan, bro. He threw up, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was fucked.
I couldn't believe that. It almost looked like an AI. I don't even know what's real anymore.
Yeah, bro.
It's Tracy Morgan throwing up courtside at a Knicks game. That's gotta be AI. That's not real. Yeah, I can't tell what's real anymore.
Fake news, propaganda, Chinese propaganda.
Yeah, this is anti-Illuminati propaganda.
They're trying to take out Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan's been looking for another lawsuit. He might have had it.
Walmart almost murdered him.
What?
Walmart.
Oh yeah, with the truck.
The truck.
Yeah. No, and then I saw him on the Knicks podcast. He was like, "Shit, I'll be sitting on the interstate with a lawn chair, waiting for an Amazon truck. Want to do nothing for the rest of my life." I was selling crack. Me and my boy Al, 1990, said, "Yo, you funny, yo. You should be at the pie." I said, "Shut the fuck up, Al, and keep bagging up." Next year later, I was on Def Jam.
I was next to him. He was throwing up. Yeah, bro.
There was someone next to him.
Yeah, some girl who was disgusting. Bobby Bacala was right there.
Really?
Steven Strippa. And so I went on a comment, I commented on one of the videos of this. I was like, Quasimodo predicted all of this. They lost their minds. Top comment. Unbelievable. I did it again.
Unbelievable.
I'm so hilarious.
Everybody said, "I can't believe how funny Al is." He put so many comments. So many top comments.
Oh my fucking god.
They say, "I can't believe how funny he is."
And they say, ha ha ha.
I call him Big Joke Al. He's got big jokes, big comments, big comment Al.
Hundreds, if not thousands of likes.
He's got so many top comments. So many top comments.
You wouldn't even
believe I start calling him Top Comment Al.
That's my name. Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. They think I'm hilarious.
No, I honestly talk about it with
a lot. I should be on a podcast or something.
There's something.
Or something.
I talk about it a lot with people and say just how you are the algorithm.
How I'm hilarious.
Somehow you are.
He's hilarious.
I just say, "Oh, you're gonna meet my boy Al. He's so fucking funny."
Yeah, bro, I'm so funny. It's not even funny.
I always talk about how you're so plugged into the algorithm somehow.
Yeah, it's because my account is so old and I've been tapped in with celebrities since day one. It's so hilarious.
It's so top comment.
I'm so
top.
Anytime I say something, it's hilarious. It goes number one every time. You wouldn't believe it.
No, but then like you also get like the stories too. Like you were getting like
Yeah,
like reposted on people's stories all the time.
yeah, bro. Fucking what's it? John from the Hate Watch podcast. He reposted me.
Really?
Yeah,
I forget who told me
I
they said
talked
Hate
to him.
Watch was like one of the only podcasts that they watched.
Yeah, John Knopf. He posted me because I posted him. I was like, John kicks ass, and then he's like, ha ha ha, and then he said he appreciated me. But shout out John Knopf, bro. But what was I? I was looking for.
I think it was Connor.
Like I got right here, 590 likes. The one above that, 450 likes. I got one very recently.
I should start commenting.
1,128 likes. I am the algorithm. I am the music.
I have a couple that have like 7,000. I had one that had
That's hard.
15,000. It was on like two different comedians. One guy, I forget what the guy. It was just some white dude said something funny.
Fucking some Kanye West.
No, they assumed that he was. They read the set list wrong or something, or like the crowd thought the set list, and he came out and they thought he was like a white African dude. And the guy was like, "My dad's." Some dude from the crowd was like, "My dad's where your dad's from," and the dude was like, "Newton, Massachusetts," and he's like, "No, Tanzania or whatever the fuck he said."
Fucking
I forget.
Elon Musk is an African American.
Yeah. They assumed he was Elon Musk.
He's one of the most successful African Americans.
Yeah, which is like I don't like. Why is he? I don't want to sound like a bigot, but why is he like so involved with some of?
I don't like it.
I get he's an American.
I think
is he an American citizen even?
He's an African American.
I realize he's an African American, but
that's all I know.
Is Elon Musk an American citizen?
Probably. He's been around like forever, so that'd be hilarious if he isn't.
He became an American citizen in 2002.
Yeah, he's been around for a while,
I believe. Oh wait, hold on.
Or maybe he moved here. I don't know.
No, yeah, he's lived here for a long time.
Yeah.
I would assume that he was, but still, not that. I don't know. It just that sounded like bigot because if you're an American citizen, fuck it, you're in. You can do whatever. You're in. That's how it goes. That's the way it works. That's the way it should work. I got nothing against it. So
yeah,
he's from South Africa, but he's American now. So
I just I don't know. They're giving him too much spotlight.
I don't like that they're giving him as much power as they are.
I want more spotlight on OG Uncle Trump, man. Hell yeah.
I want more spotlight on RFK.
They won't give it to him. They're gonna have to try and take him out because he's doing good things.
Yeah, now he's got his hands on those files.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna expose the pedophiles and make people not be fat anymore.
Yeah,
that's what I'd do if I was president. I'd
expose all the pedophiles. Stop me from eating my nerd gummy clusters.
Yeah, it's for bad people.
Got red 40 in it.
Red dye.
Yeah, the red 40.
let me rephrase. Dye.
Hold on, we're gonna go to intermission real quick. I gotta go get a fucking water. Do you want water?
Yeah, I'm all set.
All right. We'll be right back. We're going to go to Steady Goletti. We're going to take a quick break for a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor today is Steady Goletti Precision Painting. Steady Goletti is a small family-owned painting company that can handle all your painting needs for both interior and exterior projects. No job too big or small, unless you're like a hospital or something. I don't know. They could try it, but it might be too big. Find them on Facebook under Steady Goletti Precision Painting. Quality painting by a quality guy. Call 978-790-2260 to book your free quote today. We were talking about Musk, but I don't really want to talk about him anymore. What I want to talk about is how my dad was saying how we should go to a comedy show, and if there's some in Worcester, we have to go because Worcester is the greatest city on the planet.
Oh, of course.
What of course?
What of course?
If Doug Stanhope comes to Worcester or is on tour, we have to see Doug Stanhope. He is one of the GOATs.
Dude, you know Opie and Anthony?
Yeah, I never really got too into them. I know who they are, but I never really listened.
They hate each other now, but I don't know. I always get back into it every couple months. Legendary. But like one of their first starts was in Worcester. You know, like that tall building kind of like right near downtown? Like the tallest building. It has like what looks like the Hartford Whalers logo on it.
Oh, yeah.
That one. That's where they used to do it at.
Really?
Yeah.
That was where Opie and Anthony was out of?
Yeah. Well, and then eventually they went to Boston, and then they got kicked out of Boston for saying Mayor Menino died, and then they were in New York for the rest of it.
Imagine how quickly we get kicked off air.
Dude, oh my God.
It'd be immediate.
Yeah, bro, I'd make a bomb.
When we would go to Brad's show, did you ever get to go like to like?
Oh my God,
Gray's?
the radio? No,
yeah.
no.
No, I went on like maybe 3 times, and I had like to watch my tone. I had to like set myself straight before I walked into that booth every time. Yeah, I'd be like, get like real buttoned up before I start talking.
Hello.
I'm gonna end up saying some fucking stupid shit, and then you can't do any call to action is the name of it. So like you can't they consider it provoking people to do something, but you can't be like, go watch my thing or go check out whatever.
What the hell?
So you have to word it. I don't know if that's all radio or if that's just.
Could you just say I'm calling Garrity from the Polluted Thoughts podcast? Would that be?
Yeah. I said that, but then like to plug myself at the end, I was like, if you are interested in podcasts and you are like of whatever age, I forget what I said, but then it's like you could consider going to listen to or watch Polluted Thoughts podcast on all streaming platforms. Because you can't like put out a call that I don't know if that was just because it was a school radio channel,
maybe,
or if it's like all radio channels. I don't think it is because I think on the radio I've heard plenty of people say like go to wherever to find us or whatever. But on at least the school one you couldn't, and like you can't put anybody like go do this or blah 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 because it's I don't know. It's call to action, I guess. It's dangerous. It's Leviticus.
It's evil darkness.
It is evil darkness.
Worcester. Do you know who Raymond Patriarca was?
No,
legendary
guy.
No, legendary mob guy, like famously from Providence, Rhode Island, and he moved there eventually. But he was born in Worcester, one of like the greatest mob guys of New England.
Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary in a Woo Sox jersey.
Yeah, bro, Smiley Face comes from Worcester.
The
monkey wrench comes from Worcester. Valentine's Day cards were popularized in Worcester, Massachusetts.
I forget
get me started.
What's the name of the guy who invented the smiley face? Because he is from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Just look up. I got it right here. I can look it up real quick in my photo gallery. Harvey Bell.
Ball. Harvey Ball.
Yeah, Ball in the family.
It's part of the Big Baller brand.
He's
just continuing the legacy.
And shit, you know what I'm saying? He was swerving, bending the Worcester corners, just killing people and smiling about it and shit.
He said, "Yo, I've been swerving, bending that corner. Whoa, I need to draw something about it.
I need to go to the DCU.
I just need to get to the studio and draw.
I'm gonna express how I feel about murder.
I just need to tell everybody how I feel about swerving, bending that corner.
This makes me happy.
This is my whoa face.
Yeah,
you do express it.
Yeah,
He's like
Harvey Ball.
Yeah, just 2 different balls getting in that studio. Pause.
Yeah.
They both were in that stew though. Oh my God, that's insane.
What?
You look up Doug Stanhope.
Oh.
And then look who comes up with the recommended. Dennis Leary.
Jesus.
It's all good. Richard Pryor upcoming events? Isn't he dead?
He's been so dead. Maybe we shared an existence barely.
I don't think so.
No.
When did Richard Pryor die?
Either 96, 92. If not 2002. Let me see.
2005.
So 2006 was going to be one of my guesses.
That's crazy. Share an existence. You were 20 days off. 21 days off in 2006. December 10th, 2005.
Wow.
I never really watched any of his stand-up. I've seen some of his
movies.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, I've heard some of my favorite comedians say that was like their biggest inspiration growing up. Just never, I don't know. It's hard for me to get into some of the older comedy.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like it. It's just like I've more of like, I like the relevance of it being like, not that I don't like listening to older podcasts, but like I prefer to listen to a podcast that just dropped because it's more relevant.
I guess so.
Just I can, what's going on in the world is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
When you're like, I'm watching like old Joey Diaz podcasts from like 2012 or something.
Yeah.
And talking
Obama was president.
You're talking about like problems that seem like
nothing.
So minuscule now.
Dude, they were going through nothing.
I know. Talk about, like, we can't fucking smoke cigarettes inside no more, Joe. When I was fucking stealing Bruce Springsteen CDs in fucking Boulder, Colorado, I would smoke a whole pack while I was doing it. And like fucking now it's like fucking you have to get a whatever it is.
You can't open your phone without seeing ass cheeks or a dead baby.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah. It is one or the other. Or anti-Israel shit. That's like all I see all the time.
Yeah, bro, I switched my algorithm around.
I got it. What'd you do? Change the link?
Shabbat shalom, man. Yeah, man.
I didn't read the whole book yet.
Praising Hashem, man.
I didn't read the whole book yet, but
I was down with Lubavitch, you know what I'm saying?
Who's Lubavitch?
Lubavitch, it's a place. I was down at the Lubavitch, you know what I'm saying?
The Lubavitch.
With my rabbi.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Man, bro.
I know nothing about like the Judaism religion at all. That's why
it's basically all the others, but like without all the extra stuff added, because Christianity and Islam was based off of it.
So just like as raw and base as it gets.
Yeah, like Christianity.
It says based.
It's Judaism is so based. It's unbelievably based. Based.
Rather
based.
I talked to all my suppliers. It says very based.
Rather based.
No, I see what you're saying. No, it's like the rawest form of it because it was the oldest and derived from it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. All I see is a lot of the opposition movement these days on. I wonder what you know what I was thinking about the other day though, because like conspiracy theories and when you get the reels and stuff, it starts pumping that stuff. I wonder what like an Orthodox Jews algorithm is like, or like you
super
know what I mean?
Orthodox. You probably just have a flip phone,
or like any of these countries who are super anti-Israel. You know what I mean? Like I was just thinking what are there because like we're very like considered neutral probably for the algorithm.
It's our greatest ally.
It doesn't seem it based on when I'm getting the rules. My reels, excuse me. They even got the fresh and fit guy.
Oh my god, dude! Yelling at Rabbi Shmuley.
Yeah. I saw your comment. I liked your comment.
I don't like Rabbi Shmuley.
Like, would you say like Rabbi?
I was like, you're no different from Ye, Mr. Shmuley.
You're no better than Ye.
Yeah, dude, Rabbi Shmuley, he's too crazy, and he had like some weird thing with like a kid. So I don't condone Rabbi Shmuley.
I mean, anyone hanging around with Benjamin Netanyahu.
He's our greatest ally, bro.
Well, he's wanted. Yeah, he is our greatest ally, wanted by the ICC.
Who's the ICC?
Their international crime.
Who came up with that?
I don't know. What does the ICC stand for? Anyone who's Jewish listen to this, I have no hate towards you.
It's okay.
The ICC stands for International Criminal Court. Excuse me.
Yeah. Some liberal organization.
No, it's an independent judicial body that investigates and prosecutes individuals for the most serious crimes of concerns in the international community: genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crimes of aggression. It's located in the Netherlands.
Ugh.
So definitely some liberal stuff, but I think that the Netherlands is probably the most pleasant place to live in the entire world.
Maybe. I don't know.
I honestly, countries with the lowest crime rates, it's got to be up there. The lowest.
Saudi Arabia, number 1.
We can check both of them.
Trump Gaza.
Wow, Ireland's on the list.
What the fuck? I see him blowing up fucking ambulances and shit.
They just don't get arrested for it.
Yeah, they don't write it down.
They're all wearing those knitted Ireland masks so no one can see them.
Wearing Quidditch uniforms.
Safest countries in the world: Iceland, Austria, Ireland, New Zealand, Singapore.
Singapore? Yeah, I guess.
In reverse order: Yemen, Sudan, South Sudan, Afghanistan, Ukraine, DR Congo, Russia, Syria, Israel, Mali, Somalia, and North Korea.
North
I don't
Korea.
know what this like index is though. It's Global Peace Index, and it's on a scale of 1 to 5, with like decimal, like 1 point, like Iceland's 1.112. I don't.
So are
I'm a
we
little
taking
confused
Greenland?
by that.
They like voted for their independence, and then they're probably gonna come team up with Trump now. That'll be sick.
I mean, if they want to do that, I don't want to start becoming like a imperialistic country and
Why not?
like a I mean,
Start taking
we've been
everything.
doing it behind closed doors. We should just become blatant about it and just start
taking
telling
everything.
everybody we want the shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not a fan of. If they want to be American, fuck it. Let's make it. I'm down. I'm all down. I'm hip, but like I don't want to take a country against its will and make them a like what the fuck.
No, it sounds
And
like
also
I have no they're
say.
down for it, and I've seen a lot of people wearing MAGA hats in Greenland.
Shit, if they're down for it, then fucking come aboard. Cool, but like I'm not. I don't want to start some beefs.
Just go to Greenland like it's Hawaii, just a far off place.
That would be cool. You can travel there on just an ID. Speaking of which, you got to transfer over to that real ID. You got one?
The real ID?
Yeah, the one with the little star on the top right.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, it's called a real ID. I don't know why. It might be an acronym, but it's like.
Did they just incorporate it like a year or two ago?
No, it's been going on for a couple years, maybe 3-4 years now. It's like
because like I had like my like it was this way, like the young one.
Yeah.
And then when I got this one, it was already like that.
Yeah, and had the golden star on the top right. Yeah, so like that's how they start printing the new ones, because now as of May 20-something or whatever, you have to have one of those to travel in the United States. Like you can't travel with the regular ID anymore or passport. You have to have the real ID.
Good.
I don't know for what purposes, so they can put us on a social credit score or
Hell
whatever.
yeah, bro.
I don't know.
Dude, shout out to China. Shout out to CCP. No, I'm kidding. I don't like them. They're the ops.
Yeah, they scare me, man. Have you seen like all the progressions they made in technology since the new year?
Yeah,
dude, they are progressing like a motherfucker. They're
that could
on
be
one.
propaganda though.
Yeah, good. That's true.
Dude, everybody should be way more scared of them than fucking Russia. Putin's doing his thing. His hand was forced. He does not want to go to war with fucking America. He does not. But China, on the other hand, they want us.
According to this World Peace Index, China's safer than the U.S.
Yeah, because they'll fucking kill you if you do anything bad.
It's true, actually. They're taking them
right out. No, China's way safer than here. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not...
They have, like, cameras. Like, we have cameras everywhere. They have, like, 10 times that and facial recognition. And then, like...
I guess, yeah.
They're going to get you immediately.
Well, because that's not safe to me, in my mind. I guess the way I'm thinking about it is like,
what's in
just like go out and you can enjoy yourself. Dude, and not worry about,
There's a sick city, I forget, in China. It would be cool to go to. I don't know if they'd let me.
I've always kind of had a fear of going to China.
How? That means delicious, very good.
John Cena now?
Yeah, bro. No, I'm learning all the things just in case.
I always kind of had a fear of going to China just because I was scared that if I had something happen and I somehow got like locked up, that
I would just hit up Donald Trump.
Yeah, what if he's not in office, man?
Dude, he will be. Are you shitting me? Stupid. Dude, he's gonna live forever and he's gonna be our president.
Yeah, no.
He's gonna be the king.
He's done after this.
He's never done.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, he's the
Don't talk like that. You're the people who get the other people all riled up. And
dude, he's gonna be the president forever.
You saying that shit is what the people cling on to forever. It's like the repost of the Tim Dillon post, thinking that it was real.
Dude, JD Vance for another 8 years after Donald Trump. And then hopefully
the JD Vance memes are jokes. Oh my god, dude! They combined JD Vance with Kim Jong Un, and they said me at the baccarat table.
Ugh. Yeah, bro, he'll be our next president, and then Barron Trump. It's gonna be. Oh god. Well, no, after Jesus JD, Christ. We can get like Laura, who's like Eric's wife. She's pretty good. I'd like to see her or Candace Owens be president, and then hopefully by then we can get Barron Trump in there, and then get some eight years out of Barron.
Who are we kidding? I fucking like. Some kid named like Skibbity is gonna be
Toilet.
Yeah, like
Skibbity Toilet from
Skibbity
Ohio.
Toilet is gonna be fucking.
Dude, Skibbity Riz Toilet from Ohio.
I saw some kid.
President Skibbity
There's
Toilet.
a toy at Target. It was like it said
I've
Skibbity
seen it.
whatever,
It's a
and like
Skibbity
I saw
toilet.
some little kid come up and he's like, "How much is this Skibbity Riz toilet?" And he went up and scanned it in front of me.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, "Totally not worth it. Yeah. Totally not worth the Riz toilet."
Dude, if you like look on the back and like where it was made in Ohio. On God.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Ohio's a
I don't
meme.
get what's the meme about it.
Because it's such a shit place.
That's it? That's like the only thing about it?
They just make fun of it for being
Shout
Ohio.
out Frank. Frank might be moving to Ohio.
To Ohio? Like Skibbity? Like
I don't know. Is Skibbity a place?
Skibbity Toilet. Skibbity Toilet's
get
banned.
Me in on what's
in,
going on here.
It's banned in Russia. It's just...
What is it?
It's a meme. It's a head coming out of a toilet.
That's it? I don't know. I'm so confused.
Yeah, bro.
And it happened in Ohio?
No.
The Ohio part's just an additional meme added onto it.
It's just like Skibbity Riz, Ohio. You know, like you might get phantom tax.
No, I don't know. You keep saying you keep saying, I don't know.
No, you might get phantom tax in Ohio. You know?
I don't know. You keep saying that.
Dude, like phantom tax, like somebody stole your snacks. Ohio is just Ohio. It's
I get that. I get the Ohio,
and
the
then,
Riz,
like,
the Skibbity.
Like Rizzler.
Yeah, I get it.
And then Skibbity Toilet, bro.
What's the phantom
tax? Somebody stole your food. That's like
fandom tax.
No, phantom.
It's
Kai Cenat's friend.
Phantom. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought his name's Fandom, like Fandum.
Look it up. I've been saying phantom tax. At first, I thought it was like phantom.
No.
Like don.
No.
Don. This is all I know. There might be like a whole dictionary by now, but I know like Skibbity Toilet.
Phantom.
Yeah. Wow. He stole like Kai Cenat's
snacks
or something. Yeah. And then they made that a thing. And I guess the news, they said Kai Cenat created the word race.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And then the Rizzler took it over and he killed people because he's 10.
I remember I saw Mac Jones get a first down. He did some real zesty ass Rizzler. Dude. I remember saying like, "What the fuck was that?" What the fuck?
That was the worst decision, bro.
Don't piss me off, Mac
Jones.
Mac Jones has pissed me off enough in my life.
He's like a backup for the Jacksonville Jaguars now.
He was starting because Goldilocks got hurt.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bro.
He died.
Just like
there was a black on black crime.
Ryan Mallett was murdered.
Ryan Mallett died while I was at Spider-Man.
Yeah, bro. Mac Jones killed by a fellow black man.
Ryan Mallett ruined my Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse experience because he drowned, and it made me.
That's so fucked up, bro.
It made me like, fucking. I couldn't like for like 20 minutes of the movie. I was like, Ryan Mallett drowned, and I thought about it.
Fucked.
For like 15 minutes of the movie, I was looking at the screen and I was just thinking about like, he's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
He was a quarterback.
And I guess it wasn't like that deep either. The area.
Like, what happened?
They're just like off at the coast.
He was hanging out with Barack Obama.
Yeah, he was Ryan Mallett, Barack Obama's fucking chef. Yeah, bro.
Rest in peace, Ryan Mallett. I'm so sorry.
Obama murdered his chef. Hillary Clinton, she kills people and she eats babies.
But eating babies, where's that coming from?
It's common knowledge, brother. Common knowledge, man.
It's in the Alex Jones Bible.
They're like lizard people.
The adrenochrome.
Yeah, bro.
No,
speaking of like.
So like, well, hold on. Did they be? This is what I've always been confused about with this whole like lizard people theory, because I was never in on it. I
don't believe in.
No, I realize that. I'm just saying, like, you would know the bottom of it. You would understand what they think.
Of course.
I know you know the theory. Do they like were these people like born lizard people, or did they become?
They're not from this earth.
People? Yeah, see, that's the thing though. My grandpa grew up with Hillary Rodham. Like we get to the bottom of it. She's a human being. So like, where's this lizard thing coming from?
Human being.
Yeah. I mean, is she a human being, like, morally? Probably not.
No, they are lizards who drink adrenochrome and eat babies to stay alive.
on an island somewhere.
Little St. James.
Phantom taxing children for their blood.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of Opie and Anthony, Louis C.K. was on there in one of them that I listened to. And do you know Donald Rumsfeld? He was like an advisor for like fucking definitely Bill Clinton. I don't know if he was like after Bush, but like definitely during Bush too, during like 9/11. But he was like up there with them. And like he called into like Opie and Anthony for like an interview, and Louis C.K. was there, and he like the only thing he'd ask him, he's like, "Are you a lizard person? Do you eat babies?" And it was like the real guy, and like the guy just wouldn't answer it.
Why would he call Opie and Anthony for an interview?
I don't fucking know. Well, they were the.
Would they pretend to be somebody else?
No, they were like the real deal back in the day.
Well, I realized that, but they weren't. They were always like comical. Like they weren't.
They were pretty much asking the same thing as you. Like why? How did this get set up?
Yeah.
But like I guess.
Why are you calling us?
Their network set it up.
Do I have to be worried there's going to be an unmarked vehicle outside my house now?
Oh, yeah, they were saying Louis is going to be married.
There's going to be 2 bald-headed men in tuxedos and sunglasses. Yeah, 2 lizard people who are pretending to be human at my front door after.
They don't do anything to you.
Those videos always scare the shit out of me, man.
What? Men in Black?
Like the Men in Black shit. Like the 2, like especially that one, like the hotel. Where,
yeah,
like,
I've seen that one.
The 2 dudes walk in. They're perfectly identical, like no mismatch or anything, and then they come in, walk exactly perfectly in stride, ask where somebody is, he's not on shift, and then they like, I forget, did something creepy and left, and like it seemed like people were like, it seemed like they like disappeared, and I don't know, if somebody ever asked for me like that at my place of work, I would fucking
get out of here.
I'm sorry, my name is Travis Scott.
Yeah. Dude, fucking peso on my story. Did you see that on Snapchat?
No, what was it?
Dude, like I was like when my boss calls me Alex instead of Travis Scott.
Yeah, that was peso. Yeah.
I was gonna play it, but it was probably deep in there.
I remember that. I saw it. It was yesterday. So I think
it's
okay.
Just in case.
I shouldn't have forgot it.
Yeah. They don't call me by my first name where I'm from.
My dad was saying something about that.
About peso.
No.
You hear them TSF boys?
My dad was like, "What, you ain't no TSF?
What you know?
You ain't plugged in, boy."
Yeah, you walk into your dad's house, he's getting a TSF tattoo.
I walk in my dad's house, he's getting a TSF tat. Hits me with the phantom tax.
Yeah, he phantom taxes you, and like he like totally just sends you to Ohio. Yeah. He like puts you in the skip-to toilet, and you go to Ohio.
Which is funny because the reason I was telling you I'm going to Michigan. Yeah. Was Liv's sister's getting married, but she lives in Ohio. She lives in Cincinnati. I heard it's a good city.
Oh yeah, no, I'm interested in Cincinnati. It's like the sister city of like
Cleveland.
I think it's like the sister city of like Munich, Germany, and they have like things connected to each other, like monuments.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. Honestly, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot of like the Midwest major cities like Milwaukee, Chicago, I guess Cincinnati, and then Detroit.
Detroit's French.
Wait. Yeah, I guess. Fair enough.
Ends in a T.
Yeah, IOT. Yeah.
The Michigan OT.
OT the Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit the Real.
Yeah. That should be my name.
That should be your name. No, but
call myself Detroit.
I told my dad that I had to go pick you up, and he was like, I said, "Ow," and he's like, "Ow." It's like, "Ow." He's like, it seems like he's so old.
Yeah, he says it every time.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah. Al Sharpton.
How did Al Green?
Yeah.
When did people start calling you Al?
My 4th grade teacher, Miss Latendre, started calling me Al, and then my mom kept calling me Al after that because she thought it was funny. And then like 2 years later, in like 6th grade, people started hearing Mama Al say it. So then it caught on, and then around 9th grade, they started calling her Mama Al, and that's the whole lore.
Wow, so it started like right as I kind of came into the picture.
Yeah.
Because like, I didn't really know you as Alex. I knew you as Alex actually when like I feel like when we first followed each other on Instagram, we were in like 6th grade or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But I don't like after that, you were always just Al. Like when I met you in person, like you always been Al to me. Do you not like the name Al?
I don't give a shit.
Oh, okay. No. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. My brother's name's James, and so is my dad's. But my dad goes by Jimmy or Jim, He's always gone by Jimmy and Jim.
Jimmy.
But my brother James has always been James. He never goes by Jimmy or Jim.
James.
Like if to call my brother Jimmy would be like odd.
I work with a James. He's a bastard.
Have you seen that Optimus Prime meme?
No.
Where it's like, just remember, Sam, dudes be out here named James, and it really be one person.
I know a couple Jameses.
I know, well, two in my immediate
I'm thinking
family.
of two off the top of my head.
But no, I know maybe two other.
I know
a James.
James from work and James LeBlanc.
I know a James that was friends with my homies in Leominster.
About people
yeah, but he's Jimmy.
James.
Yeah.
Fuck this. You should be killed if you're watching this.
If you made this fuck,
if you're watching
just fucking walk in the back
off the top of my head,
digging a fucking hole.
You haven't seen
fucking
Mice and Men? Lenny, that's what should happen to you. Watching us talk about people we know named James. We should be killed along with you.
Let's wrap this up.
Everybody should. We all deserve death. Nothing's real.
That's where we've gotten into this podcast.
We've gone in deep into the murky waters.
We got deep into conspiracies.
We talked about puking and people named James and other bad things like eating babies on this podcast.
I'll put that in the description.
On yet another another successful episode of the Polluted Thoughts podcast.
It's going in the description. We talked about people we knew named James.
James P. Valancourt. Don't get me started.
Don't chuck me up.
Yeah. Oh, I should be arrested for that one.
Well, we should do that picture we took back in the day. We should have been arrested
Legendary.
for.
Hell yeah.
But let's wrap it up.
Should have been incarcerated in the penitentiary.
We should be incarcerated for this episode.
Yeah.
Leave you fools how I always leave you. Peace. Believe in yourself. We'll catch you fools later. Deuces.
Oh, that was bad. I did a blood gang sign wearing red. Hey,
we'll cut that out before.